Marcus Smart really, really, really wants to win it. For a guy who is, sort of not about stats, sort of about, the craft. That guy, I will, it's crazy, McMahon. When it comes to Defensive Player of the Year, these guys get in their feelings about this award.
Yes, because these are guys
really important to them.
And Gobert's the same way. Draymond's the same way, which is why he takes shots at Gobert every time he gets a chance. These guys who
remember Tony Allen, he was like, "You better first team."
Yeah, he's screaming first team. He's on the floor after getting a stop, screaming first team. But these guys, I call them dominant, dirty work players. They do all the dirty work, and they're happy to do it, and they want full credit for it. That's just that's the way it is.
So Bontemps, can you elaborate Marcus's interest in speaking about this topic for this story that you did?
Yeah. I mean, look, anybody who's known Marcus at all, Dallas native, Marcus Smart, like other Dallas natives, not afraid.
Graduated from Marcus High School in Flower Mound, which is the one that I went to for 12 weeks before an expulsion meeting was scheduled.
That's why I brought it up. I set you up, buddy.
Banned.
His nickname goes back a long time. But Marcus, to your point, Brian, for years has campaigned for this award and thinks he should win it. And so when I went to the Celtics and said, hey, I'm writing a story about Mikal Bridges, I'd also like to write about Marcus, about whether perimeter players can win this award. The PR guy, Christian Magnolia, just started laughing and said, I'm pretty confident Marcus is going to want to talk about that. And then the day I came there to talk to him for practice, I got there early, just to make sure.
Which is why our podcast was delayed by hours, McMahon, was because so he could talk to Marcus Smart.
Listen, he's an entertaining dude to talk to. So I'll give
I got there,
a pass.
I got there extra early, just like, I'll make sure I'm here. And Christian comes up and says, Marcus is ready. And he was didn't practice. He was in his robe. He was hanging out.
He was sitting at the table with his hands folded on the table.
He was lounging in a chair. He was lounging in a chair in the office, just hanging out. He was, and then the second I walked in, he hopped up. He's like, ready to go. Like,
given the subject matter, I'm a little disappointed he didn't bring you lunch or something.
He talked, and we talked for 15, 20 minutes, and every answer was long. And look, like it's a sort of a fascinating topic. Like you look at the history of the All-NBA or the Defensive Player of the Year, which I hadn't really studied that closely. The first 7 years the award was in existence, 6 guards won it. Sidney Moncrief won it twice, and Mark Eaton, center for the Jazz, won it the other time. And since then, basically only big guys have won it. Gary Payton won it once, Kawhi's won it a couple times, and Ron Artest won it once. Every other guy who's won it's been a center or played a ton of time at center.
Well, I also think voters have become more informed about defensive impact during that time. Like, let's be honest. When you're back in the 80s, like, first of all, there's no league pass. These reporters really didn't see the other teams all that often. And so I think a lot of it was, okay, so-and-so's leading in steals, or boy, he shut down the team that I cover star when I saw him, or that sort of a thing. But by the way, now we can watch everybody, and there's all these analytics that, you can take them, leave them, whatever, but they do give you a different level of information about impact.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.